The opener in conference play for both of these teams. It's the Memphis Tigers and the Knights. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Hey guys, checking in with the Knights head coach before the game. One thing he's got his eyes on, the weather. We weren't sure what to expect today, but this weather has turned out to be beautiful. He said that will have a great impact and be a benefit to his team here today. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Memphis offense will have the opening possession of the game. And here's the big fella, senior tight end. They'll try to feed him today. He's been a really good complementary piece to this passing attack. Looking for open space. It's Hayden. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Memphis picking up the tempo.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Shoots it to the left. He's got an open man. And the explosiveness, the big gainer, gets it to the 49-yard line. The Tigers come to the line after the big connection and going back to work.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
To the air, it's Nolan. Snagged out of the air. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Wants to throw on third down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
I think the offensive coordinator is going to have a little talk with the head coach. He's going to be answers after that play call. 3rd and inches, and you try to throw it against that pass rush, not a great call.
And the return man will have no chance as the ball sails out of bounds. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. He's a good route runner, good solid hands, and a big part of this passing attack.
It's pretty amazing when you watch this offense because they're not very talented. They're average, quite honestly, at a lot of spots, except the guy at wide receiver, David. He is elite. And today on offense, everything should go through him.
And when you've got one of those guys, you've got a chance, right? One guy that puts fear in the defense. And I love that we continue to see guys have real success at smaller levels, right? It's not just the power four. These are guys that end up getting plucked and go to the next level. You can still be a burner and still have that great speed and route running and develop. And this guy has, and he is one of the best players on he actually is the best player on this team, and he is option number 1 for the squad.
Back to pass. That's caught. It's Barnes. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel. But in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. And they'll knock him down for a 5-yard loss. The Knights will call on their punt team. Sends his first one of the day on the way. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Here comes the Memphis offense to start this drive. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency?
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting them a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes along.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And defensive coaches talk about it all the time, winning first down. And what that does for a defense, they win first down, they force second and long, they're ready for it. Nice job rushing the passer, getting the sack, and now putting them in an even more predictable situation, third and forever. Great job by this defense.
You wonder if there's just a little bit of rust with this offense right now coming off the bye week, right? They just haven't been able to get clicking in this game throwing the football. They're going to have to find that mojo and get back into a rhythm here pretty quickly.
That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Offense making its way under the field to start the drive. On the move, it's Middleton. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs later in football.
Here's a little room there. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Harrell. Quickly to the tight end. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Flips it out on the screen. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Knights are moving quickly down the field. To the air on first down. On target over the middle. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
And you're seeing more of this in college football, man. Bringing on more and more tight ends, guys that are versatile pieces. And you see it right there, right? You can still throw the football. And now you got to match up with those guys and their big bodies. Nice throw down the field, nice catch. Nice job of using multiple tight end packages for this offense.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Might be changing the route. Second down, they'll go to the air. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the catch. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Both sides trying to find a little rhythm and efficiency and move the ball some here as we start the second quarter. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
If At first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Trying to pound it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Knights!
Can't start a game any better than that. Defense gets the stop, gives it back to the offense. You march down the field, you score. They're in a great rhythm now on both sides of the ball.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They marched 56 yards to the end zone. This is ultra-aggressive. Still in the first half, got the lead and going for the onside kick. The Knights going to go ahead and call their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. They'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Bunch formation for these receivers. Pulled and fired complete. At the 35, he's loose. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Memphis wants to move quickly. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hayden.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Dropping back, it's Nolan. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, it's picked off. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. On the run, it's Middleton. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Got it. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Hey, that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
Motion from the wideout. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he's going to go backwards, and they force a 4th down. What a play by this defensive front. A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. On 4th down, trying to find his man. They got him. It's and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs. This offense has it with really good field position. Off the play fake on 1st down. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back. 4 wide out set, 3 of them to the left on 2nd and 10. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. Pressure coming. Fires toward the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Absolutely perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Offense in a bunch formation. Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to pass, it's Harrell. Pulls it in, it's Barnes. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. The Knights in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Running inside, it's Middleton. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They're going to ride this running back. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle, it's Barnes. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Quarterback making checks. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Makes the grab, it's Barnes. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49, a big pickup there.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was sick.
He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. He'll try to take it back.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job. Eating the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Back to throw, it's Nolan. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Oh, he makes the catch. Now the connection takes it to the 11. They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. Trying the run, it's Hayden. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Back to the ground with the running back. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Now the Knights will call their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. No gain on the play. They tried to run for it, and that defense was ready. And the field goal unit is on the field. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. And this one is perfect. That brings them to within 1.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Slithers into space. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. On the ground, it's Rutledge. Still on his feet at the 45. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
From our gorgeous Orlando studios, it's the Week 5 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with Texas Tech taking on the Colorado Buffaloes.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Holly, what's the story as we start this second half?
The Knights head coach told me at the half. He said this is exactly the type of game he was expecting. 2 solid defenses have made it very difficult to find points in the end zone today. The defenses have been terrific so far, really limiting what the other is able to do. Points are at a premium down here. Guys, you've got to believe that whoever makes the next mistake and has a turnover, that might be a significant change in this game. I'll keep you posted from the sidelines. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Oh, they're after him. Makes the grab. At the 40, there he goes. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Harrell. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with it. Nope, here comes the flag. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. With that penalty, the offense is backed up on second down. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. He's got it.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He's got his man. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. The Knights are marching down the field. The run inside. It's Middleton. Got enough for the first. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And that's a welcome sight for this offense, man. They really struggled to run the football in the first half. And I promise you, at halftime, in the locker room, first drive, guys, we got to come out, own the line of scrimmage, get the run game going, and that's exactly how they start this half.
Looking for a gap. It's Rutledge. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
From the red zone, it's Middleton. Breaks the tackle. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their...
Maybe headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Knights! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. On the one hand, it's good to get points, but you can't keep settling for field goals on these drives if you want to win the football game. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Off the play fake. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Memphis picking up the tempo. To throw, it's Nolan. Pocket breaking down. Being chased. The defense is there, and a great job to keep him from getting to that first down marker. He's hard to get a handle on. It'll be 4th and short. Kick is in the air. Now on the return. Makes a move. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react.
Turning it on. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43.
Kill it. 180 race car. 180 race car. Down. Ready?
Takes the handoff. It's Cobb.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Gets the back moving. Trying play action. Under fire. Fires downfield. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, the ball hasn't hit the ground very often for this guy in this game, right? He's even still, after that incompletion, over 80% throwing, which is key. Because last game he was under 50% on his throws. He went back to work, worked on his fundamentals, and that's really showing up here.
Quarterback may change this route.
Win.
To the air, it's Harold. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down. The Knights decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, hitting them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hayden. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Memphis wants to move quickly.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Almost had the pick there. Would have been his 2nd of the game. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Finds a man in the middle. Breaks into the open. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. The Tigers with the 1st and 10. The option, he'll keep it. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing.
Looking long. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Back to throw. It's Nolan. Unloads it left. Got him downfield. And he just kept running, and he from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tigers. How about this? A 2-point conversion coming. Option look. It's Nolan. He's into the end zone. 2-point conversion is good, and we've got a tie game. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the final 41 yards covered by that touchdown strike. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Running inside, it's Middleton. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. Headed into the 4th quarter, these 2 wide receivers, prolific playmakers. Here's how they've done in this one so far. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Buying some time. Got a man. It's Barnes. All kinds of room to the right. Inside the touchdown Knights. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And, man, it's nice to have an offense that can strike immediately. They can put fear in defenses, make big plays, and you see it, man. They can add to the lead. They can build a lead quickly because they have this ability to put points on the board quickly.
And the extra point splits the uprights. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Memphis Tigers offense ready to set up shop. Bunch formation for these receivers. Dropping back, it's Nolan. Myers on the move. Got his man downfield. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
And if you're going to play zone coverage, man, you've got to get to the quarterback because those holes are going to pop open at some point. Nice job hanging in the pocket. Good protection by the offensive line, finding the strike over the middle of the field, but started with the protection up front.
Rides the option, he keeps it. Makes it past the marker. Open space at the 25. And he'll race it to the house. Touch. Are back on top.
And, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Middleton. Shakes a man, and he might take off. Up near the 40-yard line, they'll mark it at the 39 to pick up a 15.
I love the type of throw there by the quarterback, throwing to his running back on that angle route. That cannot be a bullet throw. He just puts enough air on it, makes it an easy catch for his running back on the move. Running back makes the grab, and he's able to advance it.
And they pick up just a few on that completion.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in, and that is a good sign for this offense.
And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. The Knights will try to pin them back with the punt. My goodness, he unloads on that one. And he'd hope to pin him deep. Instead, it will be a touchback. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Looking outside, it's Hayden. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. And the Tigers come to the line in the hurry-up.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. Getting late, pressure building, huge third down coming up on the road for this offense. To the air, it's Nolan. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he got it oh so close to that first down marker, but they still have a little work to do. It'll be 4th down. They boot it away on 4th down. Catches it cleanly at the 20. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity.
There he goes. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
I love the play call running the football here in the 4th quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. The run inside. It's Middleton. The offense coughs it up. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. Now we'll hang on here. The coach is calling a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. Down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. He He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The give is to Williams. And again finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time. Memphis calls timeout. That's their first of 3. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Third and long, and they'll need to get it close to the goal line to convert. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Middleton. Now Memphis uses its second timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And he got it! And they surge on top here in the final minute.
You got to give this guy so much credit, man. It is so hard in practice to simulate the pressure that he just faced. Late in the game, seconds left on the clock, you have an opportunity to kick a field goal to put your team up late in the game, and he absolutely drilled it. What a moment for that young man.
Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Nolan. Here's the pressure. A strike downfield. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. This is what you do in the backyard. You never do it in the middle of the game. It's always final drive, clock winding, got to have a score. Offense down 1 possession. It's caught downfield. Makes the grab and a nice gain, gets it to the 35. Clock is stopped long enough to move the chains, but they've got to get lined up and spike it, David.
Yes, spike it really quickly. Then you get organized when the clock's not running. Get these next few plays that are going to be critical to determining the outcome of the game.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Takes a hit as he fires. Finds space on the right. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one. And they'll get to the line and spike it to stop the clock.
On the play. Brings up 2nd down.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Running inside, it's Hayden. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. Double time, hustling to the line. They spike it to stop the clock.
On the play.
All the plays, all the plans, all the schemes, and it will be decided on this kick. Makes this one, and it'll be all tied up in the final minute. And it's good! They've tied the game in the final seconds.
The pressure doesn't get much bigger than that right there. Clock ticking down, all the pressure on you. You miss, you lose. He comes through in a big moment, and we've got bonus football, boys. Give me some overtime.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
So here comes our first play of overtime. Looking for a crease. It's Middleton. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That's the sophomore running back there taking a look at, and Holly Rowe will let us know what's going on the sideline. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. The run inside. It's Cobb. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short.
And you see him consistently sticking with the run, staying balanced. As you get closer to the goal line, you're thinking the field starts to shrink now. Do I have a jump ball wide receiver out wide I can throw the football to?
Maybe it got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Knights! They jump on top here in OT.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Dropping back, it's Nolan. Unloads to the wideout. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete.
Unfortunate with that incompletion. The quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. Going for it all. Touchdown, Tigers. They got it in the end zone. Now a decision to make with a point after.
Obviously very hard to complete passes this area of the field. Nice execution. Now you're down by 1, and now you got to make the decision. Are we going to go for it and try to end the game right here and put this game in our offense's hands? What do you think?
And that's why I love having the ball second, because I get the opportunity to do this. I knew they scored a touchdown. We scored a touchdown. Now, do I want to go for the win, or do I want to continue this game on? It's so nice to have the ball second.
Here in the second overtime, they'll snap it on first down. The pull and throw off the RPO. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Going for 6. Touchdown, Memphis. They get a score to take the lead here in the second overtime. Second overtime, and they'll have to go for 2. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Going to the run, it's Hayden. They can't convert, and the lead remains at 6, and now they'll have to go on defense. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. He'll try the left side. Finding some room. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Knights have pushed it inside the 20. To the ground. He's got it again. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Man, you play this whole game back and forth, into overtime. Now you got a chance to set the tone, run the football in overtime, and be a little physical.
And if you can run the ball and not put it in jeopardy by throwing passes, that's a great way to finish the deal.
This is a hard defense to run to the outside against because of their speed. You saw in that last play, their ability to go sideline to sideline, win at the point of attack as they shut down that sweep.
Yeah, and it's also hard when you get the red because what do on defense? We bring in all the big bodies, so there's not a lot of space in there to run. I like getting the ball in the perimeter. You toss it out there to your running back. He gets out there faster. Got a positive game. Still a couple.
And the ball is free on the pitch. Sometimes the ball just... your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble. I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls on the football.
This, the biggest play of the game so far. Going for it on 4th down in overtime. Quarterback adjusting the pattern.
Bender.
On 4th down, going to the air. Fires into the end zone. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. This is one of the best games we've called this season. A thriller, and it comes down to the wire here in overtime.
I could watch these two teams play another 6 times this year, just back and forth, trading blows, offenses coming up with explosive plays, big hits all over the field. David, this is what college football is all about.
No doubt. I love your excitement, but where's the defensive mentions? Some good defense out there, too, there, homeboy. I know it's not just offenses that get you excited. Some defensive plays, too. Nip and tuck the whole game, decided in overtime, crushing balls.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College.